Hello viewers, welcome to Nagaland TV. You are watching Nltv News Now. First, the headlines. General Nikki of the NSCN stated that the long-pending Naga political solution could be materialized only when entities unified and stood for Naga cause with a common vision and mission. Maharashtra's former Home Minister Nltv has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate after more than 12 hours of questioning at their office in Mumbai in connection with a money laundering case. India will reach carbon neutrality by 2070, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announces as a part of a 5-point action plan that includes reducing emissions to 50% by 2030, making the boldest pledge on Monday at the COP26 Climate Summit in Glasgow. Three candidates, Delhi's Tanmay Gupta, Mrinal Kuteri from Telangana and Maharashtra girl Kartika G. Nair, scored a perfect 720 to be declared joint toppers of this year's National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test for admission to undergraduate medical courses. And now the news in detail. General Nikki of the NSCN stated that the long-pending Naga political solution could be only materialized when all entities unified and stood for Naga cause with a common vision and mission. Nikki went on to say that the genuine intention of the Government of India to bring solution to the Naga issue would not be implemented if every faction had separate demands and vision. He further stressed on the need to put aside all differences and work together to bring amicable solution to the decades-old Naga political struggle.
Makhane Government of India para jaldi Naga solution पाए जिसको करते हो ऐसा कम बागना की तो गुस्सा हो पाए गुस्सा हो बोले भी एक किस्म Government of India किमान कोई था ये भी तो political solution तो Government of India और मखन नागा वीडियो क्या से इतना नहीं सारी solution तो मखन unity बाहर कोई पारिश बोले तो Government of India पारिश ना था कि पावो पाए बोले भी इतना क्या लगे तो कुन बात तो the great position वाले नोबो कोबो कुन बात framework agreement वाले नोबो कोबो इतना को खाली इतो अमखन किंता किस खाने कौन पब्लिक भी वर्सेस सबके थकी जैसे कुंबा ग्रेट पर्सन ठीक आसा को कुंबा फ्रेमवर्क एग्रीमेंट ठीक आसा को बोले कुंबा इंडिविजुअली सोशल मीडिया के होई थकी की होई थकी ना तो रीजन जो सपोर्ट दिले तो किनेगा जल्दी गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया तो जल्दी दिवो कोले किनेगा दिवो पारे तो निके इतो तो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ही किमान की कोई थकी भी होले भी नागा माने भी भाग गए यूनिटी हो गए ना एक तो लोगों पारा इतो रास्ता पिछला से पारिश कोले तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने कॉन्डिशन जल्दी हो बोले नागा माने ही तो इंटीजेस किंता है इनका डिसयूनिटी था तब तो कितना भी जल्दी थी हो गया ना किमान साल जो हो इतनी कोबा ना पाले.
On account of the blank firing that occurred on 27th October at various locations in Dimapur, Nagaland TV approached General Nikki of NSCN Nikki Group for his perspective on the same. General Nikki responded that the blank firings would bring no benefits to the government nor to the erring cadres as well. General Nikki further stated that the incident was purely a result of intoxication and he saw no benefit out of it. It was informed that NSCN GPRN had initiated a disciplinary action against the cadres involved in the firing incident.
Allah dina ke laga incident to acha mi man community bole thakana kile kole police private jani amna kan social media TV kan ki interview jani ito normal pra ro thekila amakan कोबले भी विषय है कुन बात गवर्नमेंट लगा ऑफिशियल ना ऑफिशियल कोई तो गवर्नमेंट एक है कि लेगा ना पंचायत लगा डिसीजन की डायरेक्शन था वो तो गवर्नमेंट के भी बेनिफिट भी ना है और तो इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट कोबले भी तो थी ताकि बेनिफिट हुआ तो छोकरा काम कुन बाई निका मिसबिहेव प्राप्त इतो तो सब मानली प्रूफ जानिया तो इतो तो नपंचा लगा रोता खन निजोर इतो अमखन सातो इतो निसा प्रा की लगा इतो कैरेक्टर टाके असर वाले इतो तो इंडिविजुअल इंटरेस्ट की ना बेनिफिट की ना गवर्नमेंट प्राइवेट तो स्टेप लोबले को मार्केट था ना इतो प्रा इतो बारे की तो अमखन दो वही तो ताई नपंची ना क्रोशे पासा मन जाचे निसा लगा कामा असर पाजांचे और ताकि कुन बा आर्गुमेंट भी थाइबो पारे इतो की कोबले तो ताई तो हर इनके ताकि इंडिविजुअल भी बेनिफिट ओवर ला एक्शन थगाने तो बुझबो लागिबो इतो निका इतो तो गवर्नमेंट फाइल प्राइवेट न इंडिविजुअल बेनिफिट लगा भी न वाले भी प्योरली तो तकन नपंचा लगा कि बा एकता दवे निसा मोदी तो प्रा होबोना किनिका बदासे
Nagaland TV, during a recent meeting with General Nikki, posed a question on the frequent arrest of NSC&K Nikki cadres by the Indian Army. General Nikki responded that the official ceasefire between the NSC&K Nikki group and the government of India has been in effect for 2 now. The group has no differences with the government of India, and only the Indian government knows why the cadres of NSC&K Nikki group are frequently hunted. General Nikki went on to say that all other factions carry out similar activities, but the government of India appears to be more vigilant on his man. General Nikki also mentioned that his cadres do not go around asking to be apprehended. Rather, it is the army that conducts house raids and arrests his man.
Amakan ceasefire aha to at no mahina se officially ceasefire to क्या 2 महीना जासे तो मैं क्या हम लगा के रस्ते मन धोले भी तो हमकन कोई इतना लगे सॉल्यूशन न हाथ तो इको हमकन मजे के ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट था करना कानून ऑफ इंडिया पर की नीति है मान लेने से मुझे जहां क्रॉस तकन जाने से नोले तो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट है इतना एसओटी ब्लैक पुलिस की तो यार खाली टिप्स ठगा भी सेंट्रल डायरेक्शन ना स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ही जानी ना पूरा असर है तो तार मखन को बना पा रहा है किले कोई है मखन इकी कौन अल्लाह एमपीएस खान वाले भी इकी दिमाग पर क्या असर है मखन क्या कोई है तो घोर घोर राइट करें ना धोरा से और कल की तो मखन को बना पा रहा वाले भी इकी ही था ये बड़े काम तो अलग फैक्शन सब क्या सब काम ती इकी को था वो पारे बंदूक दो लोग के ने डेरा ले सब इकी हो पारे पहले भी की नीति एनएसएन के टारगेट क्रॉस है तो पॉलिटिकली गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया है कि बा पुलिस जाने आसे ना तो गवर्नमेंट पर तो अलग तक न्यूज़ दी के ना पुलिस भी सब ताकि इंटरेस्ट दे आसे नहीं तो को बना पाए पहले भी तो हमकन के मन दौड़ लगा तो निजोरी दौड़ भी कोई ने बेरा भी ना गवर्नमेंट लगा फोर्स पर ही क्रॉस है ना तो हमकन तो आसे ब्लैक क्लियर तो को बना पाए पहले भी तो किले बिया जरा की बात बिया कम करा धरा भी ना बिशी बात को घोर पिसारी ना धरा से तो की बात এখন पुलिस की থাকবো পারে তো
Go Cycle 2021, in its aim to spread awareness on child sexual abuse and trafficking across India, cycled to Dimapur on November 1st. The team departed at 6:30 from Imphal and made a stop at Kohima before heading to Dimapur. After reaching Chumukadima, the Pedal Tribe cycling team escorted the cycling team to Bethesda Higher Secondary School campus, where they spent the night there. The team has now left for Nogao. The team leader, Sylvester, talked about the purpose of the mission and said that the team would like to talk on child abuse with youngsters and create awareness. The team will cycle to Assam, West Bengal, Kolkata, Orissa, Bhubaneswar, Andhra Pradesh before making the final stop at Karnataka, Bangalore.
It's been wonderful. We started this morning in Imphal. And we cycled up to Dimapur. So it's about a 200-kilometer cycling ride that we did today. So it's been a challenging experience. The roads have been hard. But we were able to meet so many children, speak to them about why we're doing cycling. So it was a wonderful experience. Yeah.
What is your motive behind this?
Yes, so the real reason behind cycling is to be able to get children's attention so that we can speak and raise awareness on child sexual abuse. Every 4 minutes, there is a child who is being abused in India, in our country. And that's a big issue. There's a big problem. So we want to help people understand that this is real. This is happening in our countries. This is happening in our homes. So we want to help children understand that it is their responsibility to stay safe and what they can do to stay safe. So that's the real motive behind us cycling. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put a question like, as you said, this is for child abuse and all these things. But do you feel that by your this cycle can this rally, will the children be able to understand what is it all about?
Yes, because the children are curious about why we are cycling. Every time we go to a school, the school is more than happy to receive us. Because this is a very delicate subject. It's not easy to speak to children about sex, about abuse, and that it can happen to them. So when an outsider comes and speaks, it's easy for the school to convey the message. So they're very happy to welcome us and that we are able to raise this awareness.
Department of Multimedia and Mass Communication, Patkai Christian College, along with Film Association of Nagaland, organized Campus Film Festival on 1st November 2021 at Bundrock Hall, Patkai College. This event will be a 3-day film festival with the theme Learning Through Visuals, and the lecturer of Mass Media and Multimedia Communication, Patkai Christian College, Dr. S.A., stated that this film festival was organized solely by the students and the festival will be held annually with the aim of providing opportunity and platform to the young Northeast filmmakers by screening their respective movies and films at the festival. Dr. S.A. further stated that the main objective of the event was to teach the other aspects of mass communication like integrated marketing, communication, public relation and media convergence.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm the organizer of this film festival. So, this film festival, the expectation that I had was so very high, and the audience, the viewers were out of the expectation we had. So during this festival, I've learned that visual through learning, it's one of a kind. Visual sikha. So I want to encourage everyone to we have 2 more days to go, and I want you all to come and have fun. Learn through visuals, as we have the theme going on, learning through visuals.
One of the prime objective of the film the festival is to give platform to all the Northeastern filmmakers who would want to screen their films. So when we started this project or the festival, the students were looking for films. So they found it very difficult whom to approach. And then during the process, the student came up to me and they told that there are so many filmmakers from Arunachal, from Shillong, Meghalaya, and then even Manipur as such. And they really want a platform to screen the films like that. So I think this is one of the prime objective for us as the Department of Mass Communication to showcase the film.
Vishu Rita's book From the Broken Earth was released on 1st of November 2021 at the Heritage in Kohima. Rita's The Broken Earth is the 44th publication by Penthril Publication House. At the book launch event, in her introductory, author Vishu Rita Krocha thanked special guest Abu Mehta, advisor to the Chief Minister, people who attended the book launch event and all those who supported her work. She mentioned that the book contains 60 poems, mostly about the pandemic and the lockdown brought about by COVID-19, and that the book was written between the last 2 years. Assistant Professor of English Department, Kohima College, Avinu Kere, and feminist sport and educator, Dr. Tashinuo Keditsu, commented on the book, saying that it is so far one of Rita's best book to date. Advisor Mr. Mehta mentioned that he is honored and privileged to release a book of poems and further stated that Naga society must support art and Naga artists, as artists are leaders in their own right as they influence minds. Maharashtra's former Home Minister Anil Deshmukh has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate after more than 12 hours of questioning at their office in Mumbai in connection with a money laundering case. Mr. Deshmukh, who had stepped down earlier this year from his post amid a row over bribery allegations against him, was refused relief by the Bombay High Court on Friday as he appealed for the cancellation of the summons by the probe agency. Mr. Deshmukh was accused of corruption and extortion by Bombay's ex-top cop Parambir Singh. On Sunday, the CBI made the first arrest in the bribery case linked to the former minister. Three candidates, Delhi's Tanmay Gupta, Mrinal Kuteri from Telangana and Maharashtra girl Kartika G. Nair, scored a perfect 720 to be declared joint toppers of this year's National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test for admission to undergraduate medical courses. According to results announced by the National Testing Agency on Monday night, in all 8,70,074 of the 15,44,275 candidates who appeared for the test qualified. In continuation of the trend in the past, the number of female candidates who qualified is 1.19 lakh higher than male candidates. NEET UG 2021 was conducted on September 12th and it recorded one of the highest attendance in 5 years as 95.63% of 16.14 lakh aspirants took the test. Former Kerala Chief Minister and Communist Party of India's leader V.S. Achuthananda has been admitted to Sri Uttaradom Tirunal Hospital, Pattom. The CM is closely being monitored in the intensive care unit on Sunday after being diagnosed with acute gastroenteritis. V.S. Achuthananda was the state's oldest chief minister ever when he first assumed office as Kerala's chief minister in 2006. The Court of Chief Judicial Magistrate Chinta Ram rejected the bail application of 4 accused in the Lakhimpur Kheri violence on Monday. Senior Prosecution Officer S.P. Yadav stated that after the hearing the prosecution and the defense arguments, CJM rejected the bail applications. Sumit Jaiswal, Satya Prakash, Nanda Singh Bishit and Shishupal are the 4 accused in the Lakhimpur Kheri violence of October 3rd. 4 farmers were allegedly mowed down by a speeding vehicle during a protest which led to the eruption of violence at Tikunya in Lakhimpur Kheri district. India will reach carbon neutrality by 2070, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced as a part of a 5-point action plan that included reducing emissions to 50% by 2030, making the boldest pledge on Monday at the COP26 Climate Summit in Glasgow, where he also urged developed countries to deliver on their promise of climate financing. This is the first time India has committed to net zero emissions, a target that is particularly hard for developing nations that need to balance commitment to economic growth. India, Modi said, was the only major economy that delivered its Paris Agreement commitments in letter and spirit. By 2070, India will achieve the target of net zero emissions, the PM told more than 120 leaders at the critical talks. But Modi reiterated that rich countries have to ramp up their contribution to help less developed nations decarbonize. India, Novavax Inc. and the Philippines are to make its COVID-19 vaccine within weeks after the shot received its first emergency use authorization from Indonesia. The shots for Indonesia will be manufactured by the world's largest vaccine manufacturer, Serum Institute in India, and sold under the Indian company's brand name Covovax. These shipments to Indonesia are expected to begin imminently. World Health Organization is reviewing Novavax regulatory filing, and US drug maker experts are expecting reviews to be resolved in the coming weeks. A green light from WHO WHO would set the stage for Novavax to begin shipping doses to Covovax program that supplies shots to low-income countries. Novavax and SII are committed to provide more than 1.1 billion doses to Covovax, which is co-led by WHO. Five million people have died worldwide from COVID-19 since the disease first emerged in China nearly 2 years ago, according to a tally from official sources compiled by AFP. Monday's milestone, nearly 4 months after 4 million deaths were registered, came even as mortality rates owing to a global vaccination rollout that has seen billions of people injected. While the number of daily deaths worldwide fell below 8,000 for the first time in almost a year in early October, there remains black spots globally. In the 52 countries and territories that form the WHO's European region, the mounting death count is mainly coming from the east. The WHO estimated that the pandemic's real death count could be 2 to 3 times higher than official records due to the excess mortality that is directly and indirectly linked to COVID-19. Hindu Forum Canada began its celebration for Hindu Heritage Month in the nation's most populous province, Ontario, which is home to about 1 million Hindus. The Hindu Heritage Month was declared on December 2016. The Canadian Hindus, in collaboration with Devi Mandir, joined together to celebrate the Hindu Heritage Month and displayed giant billboards across Greater Toronto areas. The event was inaugurated by India's Consul General to Toronto, Apurva Srivastava, who had extended Diwali wishes to all community members. That is all for now. This is Gargi Deka signing off. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.